Hi everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we're gonna show how to solve a geometric sequence. When we say geometric sequence, it is a sequence where each term after the first term is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a non-zero constant, and it is called the common ratio. We have the formula in obtaining the common ratio and the nth term in a geometric sequence. So we have common ratio, or it is denoted by small letter r is equal to a sub 2 divided by a sub 1, or maybe you can use a sub 3 divided by a sub 2 or a sub 4 divided by a sub 3. It is depend on the given sequence. For obtaining the nth term of a geometric sequence, we have the formula a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r, a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1, wherein a sub n is equal to the last term. A sub 1 is the first term, when r is the common ratio, and n is the total number of terms. So these are the formulas that we are going to use. Let's have example number 1. Find the common ratio given 3, 12, 48, 172, and 608. So in getting the common ratio, so we have the formula r is equal to a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. So the first term is 3, second term is 12, third term, fourth term, and term. So let's substitute. A sub 2, or the second term, is equal to 12. So write 12 divided by a sub 1, and which is 3. Then divide 12 divided by 3. Okay, that is 4. So you have the common ratio is equal to 4. Example number 2. Find the missing terms in a geometric sequence 5, blank, 20, 40, and then blank. So we have two missing terms here. So in order to find the missing terms, we just need to find the common ratio. So we have the formula r is equal to a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. So since a sub 2 is not given, we can use the alternative, which is a sub 4 divided by a sub 3, since these are consecutive numbers. Okay, so let's write a sub 4 divided by a sub 3. Then let's solve. A sub 4 is equal to 40 divided by a sub 3, which is 20. So 40 divided by 20, okay, that is 2. Or you can also cancel 0, since we are just dividing. Cancel both 0, then 4 divided by 2. So after getting the common ratio, which is 2, you need to multiply it to the first term. So r multiplied by a sub 1 is equal to a sub 2. Okay, so if you multiply 2 times 5, you will get a sub 2, or the second term. So let us multiply 2 times 5, okay, 10. 10 times 2, that is 20. 20 times 2, 40. Then 40 times 2, so we get 80. So therefore, the missing terms are 10 and 80. Example number 3. What is the 8th term in a geometric sequence 1, 4, 16 up to the 8 terms? Okay, so in finding the 8 terms, we can use the formula for geometric sequence, which is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Okay, if you want to do it manually, you can use the formula of getting the common ratio, then multiply it to the last term, which is the third term. So you will get the fourth term. But since we are looking for just only one term, which is the 8th term, or the last term in here, I suggest that you don't do it manually. So we will calculate it by using this formula. So it will be easy for you. It is a less time consuming. Okay, so let's use the formula. Let's give the necessary value of this so we can substitute it later. So a sub n is equal to how many terms? So we have 8. So our n is equal to 8 terms. So we are looking for the 8th term. Next, a sub 1 is equal to 1. A sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3. So we have 1. R is equal to a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. So a sub 2 divided by a sub 1. We have 4 divided by 1. And that is equal to 4. Then n is equal to how many terms? So we have 8 terms. So 8. So let's substitute the value. A sub n is equal to a sub 8. Then a sub 1 is 1 multiplied by r, which is 4, raised to n, which is 8 minus 1. Then let's solve. 1 times 4 raised to 8 minus 1, that is 7. Then solve. 1 times, okay, so 4 raised to 7. So it is by multiplying 4 by itself 7 times. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After multiplying it, you will get the 4 raised to 7. So let's start. 4 times 4. 4 times 4, and that is 16. Times another 4. Let's cancel it. So we have 6 times 4. Okay, 24. Then 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. Then times 4 again. Let's cancel it here. 4 times 4, 16. Then 4 times 6 is 24 plus 1. So we have 256. Then 256 times 4. So let's cancel. 6 times 4, 24. Then 4 times 5, 20 plus 2 is 20. Then 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, that is 10. So times 4 again. 4 times 4, 16. 4 times 2, 8 plus 1, 9. Then 4 times 0 is 0. Then 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Then last, times 4. So we have 6 times 4, 24. 4 times 9, 36 plus 2, 38. Then 4 times 0 is 0 plus 3. So we have 3. Then 4 times 4 is 16. So we have 16,384. So our a sub 8 is equal to 1 times 16,384 is equal to 16,384. Let's have example number 4. Find the missing terms in a sequence. 5x squared blank, 5x raised to 6, then 5x raised to 8, and then blank. So we have two missing terms here. The first thing is get the common ratio because we are looking for the missing terms. So we have r is equal to, okay, we don't have a sub 2, so we will use the a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 4, and a sub 3. Since this is consecutive number, so write a sub 4 divided by a sub 3. Then let's solve. R is equal to 5x raised to 8 divided by 5x raised to 6. Then divide. 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. Then x raised to 8 divided by x raised to 6. So let's have a quick recap about the law of exponent. So we have the addition, x plus x. So we have here a numerical coefficient of 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Then copy the base. So the rule in adding the same base is just add the numerical coefficient and then copy the base. Then next, x minus x. So same with the subtraction. So subtract the numerical coefficient and then copy the base. So 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Then multiply by x. So we have 0 times x. So we have 0. Next, multiplication. So the rule in multiplying the same base, so you have to copy the base, then add the exponent. So we have base is equal to x, then add the exponent. So we have one exponent here and one exponent here. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So we have x squared, or multiplied by itself. Next, in division, just need is to copy the base and then subtract the exponent, and then you will write it on the base that have a larger exponent. So for example, x raised to 4 divided by x raised to 2. So what is the larger exponent here? So we have 4. So just subtract 4 minus 2. And then what is the place of 4? It is in the numerator. So you will write your answer at the numerator. So you have x squared. Another example. Let's say x raised to 5 divided by x raised to 7. So just subtract 7 minus 5. And then your answer will be on the place where the larger exponent is. Okay, so you have here, let's write it here. No space. So okay, since you will put your answer at the denominator, you will write 1 at the numerator because it always have to be 1. Okay, 1 over x raised to 7 minus 2, and that is x squared. So here x divided by x is equal to 1. So let's go back in getting the common ratio. So we have x raised to 8 divided by x raised to 6. So subtract the exponent. X raised to 8 minus 6. So cancel x raised to 6 because we put it at the upper or at the top or at the numerator. Then leave 1 here because we got all the number at the denominator. So we need to put 1. Next, x raised to 8 minus 6, and that is x squared. Then copy 1. Then x squared minus 1, and that is x squared. Okay, so this is not actually the answer because we are looking for the missing term. So after that, multiply the common ratio to the first term. So second term, a sub 2 is equal to 5x squared times x squared. Okay, rule, just multiply the numerical coefficient, copy the base, and then add the exponent. So 5 times 1 is equal to 5. Copy the base, which is x. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So we have 5x raised to 4. Next, let's look for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to get the fifth term. So a sub 5 is equal to, we need to multiply x squared to the fourth term. So we have 5x raised to 8 times x squared is equal to 5 times 1, and that is 5. Copy the base, which is x. Then 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. So we have 5x raised to 10. Therefore, the missing terms are 5x raised to 4 and 5 to the 10th power.